What up, Dokkanners? The 11th anniversary announcement video date has been set. The announcement video is set for the 20th of January, 3 a.m. PST. I will link this again in the description down below, just like I did on the last one. You can check exactly what time it's going to be dropping for you. But basically, if you're on the West Coast, if you're on the Western side of the world, this sucks. But if you're on the Eastern side of the world, this is good. Because you know what? You guys deserve some W's every now and then. Whenever it comes to these reveals, it's always at such an inconvenient time for you guys. So you know what? We will take the L this time so that you guys get the W. This is going to be where we find out the campaign theme. This is going to likely be where we get our first look at the Part 1 LRs. We will probably not learn what they do, but we'll probably just at least see what they are. Remember, there's going to be a few more things coming up over the next week from this point. The 20th is where we get the initial reveals. The 25th is Genki Damatsuri, the big Dragon Ball event that's going to be covering a whole bunch of stuff, new stuff in the world of Dragon Ball, and then its various properties, games, manga, etc. There we'll probably get, I would imagine, we'll get the actual like first look at the unit's info. I think that's where it's going to be. I think they're doing this because they don't want to completely be overshadowed by the whole Genki Damatsuri thing. Because no matter what, going into that, nothing is going to matter more than actual Dragon Ball news, right? I mean, we all love Dokkan, but we love Dokkan because we love Dragon Ball. So if Dragon Ball itself is getting some big news, that is going to be the main talking point of the day, of the year, forever, right? So this is going to set everything up. We're going to get the reveals. And then we'll go into that and probably find out what the units do. Now, I don't know, and I guess there's still a possibility, but if there's going to be some new like stuff happening in the world of Dragon Ball, some people are kind of holding out hope for a potential manga unit. Now, I'm not going to go into details, so if you don't know anything about the DBS manga, please don't look at the spoilers down below in the comments. I'm not going to explicitly talk about them myself, but if something like that was to actually happen, I don't think we could get the reveal for that in this. So I feel like this sort of soft deconfirms all of that. But again, you never know. So let's go ahead and go over some predictions, and we will put all of our thoughts into our final predictions right here. So that way, whenever we find out, we'll come back here and laugh at it. Oh, and also I pulled up last year's predictions. This is what I had for last year. This is actually pretty good. I mean, actually, this is not my first one. Oh, I deleted some of it. No, because we didn't know. Yeah. I deleted some of it, I think. Well, no. We found out these. We found out these, and then we were given this structure. So I think this part is actually true. So yeah, we obviously found out what the first 3 units are, and much to my surprise, we had a royal blue in there. I was very happy. I know you guys hated that. I loved it. So yeah, after that, everything else were my predictions. So 7th anniversary EZA, Saiyan Saga EZAs, Namek Saga EZAs. Some super easy, or one super EZA. I thought we would actually get a friend summon upgrade here, but that didn't happen. Oh yeah, I did have these guys in here, didn't I? Whew. How long did it take for us to get this stuff? From the 10th anniversary, from January to what, like October? November? Only took about 10 months. A little off by 10 months. First anniversary super EZAs. Y'all know me pushing the universal conflict stuff. So we had Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta from DBS. This was actually against Universe 6. And then we had 17 Goku and Frieza. Father, son. This is actually right. Oh, yeah, these guys. Yeah. Okay. So those were some of my predictions early. Obviously, we found out later on we were wrong about this stuff, but that's what happens, right? And then I also have like GDC predictions in here. Looking at like, because you know how the themes are just so vague. So I just put a couple: trolling the hell out of players, villains making wishes. This one actually felt like it was pretty good. Cooperating to achieve a goal. Honestly, whenever in doubt, just do this. Because this is like the easiest, most generic and vague theme ever. We're going to go over the details of this, but look at the theme. Bro, look at that. Tenka Muso, second to none in the world. Okay. What's this? That's generic as hell. What does that mean? Okay. So, sure. This will always be right. The Rise of Zarbon. I did some predictions for GDC. And then in my predictions, Zarbon. All right, anyway, I was high back then. Okay, so let's go ahead and review the video and let's go through our predictions. You guys know where I stand. I think that it's going to be a celebration of sagas. This is the link to the 10th anniversary, the same video, pre-stream broadcast. That's what this is, right? Well, it's not pre-stream, but it's the announcement video, which is basically what this was. So let's go through it. So we had the MC. She was actually speaking in pretty fluent English, which was awesome. And then we had Ken and we had Omatsu. I don't remember what her name was. And then they first announced the theme. So this will be the very first thing that we learn. The theme of the celebration, second to none here. For us, my guess, it will be the celebration of sagas. And I'm going to go ahead and put that right here. Celebration of sagas. Oh, and I guess I'll also put cooperating to achieve a goal. All right. Those are my guesses. And then after we got the theme, they go into a little bit of the concept behind it, dive into the world of Dragon Ball with a focus of Dragon Ball. Relive the best moments of Dokkan from the beginning of the game to the 10th anniversary and what's yet to come. Do they actually do that? Oh, no. This is sort of encapsulating what the 10th anniversary was, because the entire year was technically a celebration of Dokkan, of Dragon Ball, yeah. So I think that's what more this applies to. It doesn't actually apply to the game in that moment. So we probably won't get something like this, but they might just expand a little bit upon this whole concept that they're going to be covering as a theme. And I just think, celebrate the sagas of Dragon Ball that we haven't really been able to cover much of as of late. That would apply to Daima. That would apply to Battle of Gods, Resurrection F, Universe 6 versus Universe 7, Garlic Jr. Saga if you're nasty, Dragon Ball Saga, whatever saga has never actually had a named saga. Those would be all the ones that would apply to this in my theory. Okay, so after they explain the concept, well, that goes on for a while. Damn. Okay. And then they do a login bonus. So no matter what it is, we'll be getting a ton of stones for logins. So up to 15 stones throughout the various countdown days. Bunch of free tickets. These free tickets, they are usually used to summon on a banner that doesn't have any like Dokkan Festival characters, but it'll have a bunch of banner units, which is actually pretty cool. Let me see if we can go back and find that. GDC. Then we go back even further. Here we go. Nope, that's the anniversary itself. Where are them freebies? The freebies at this one. So this is what that would be for, and they'll just update it with the newer banner units. But this is actually very useful. It's a very useful thing because the coin system is good, and you're able to get access to older Dokkan festivals. But the one unfortunate reality is that the banner units always get lost in the shuffle, and expecting to ever get them is just ridiculous. So something like this will definitely help you have some chance at getting some of them, because some of the banner units are actually pretty useful. So this will actually be pretty good. You'll be earning free tickets throughout, and you can get an opportunity to summon on those. Even if you don't get them from these, you'll be having more tickets throughout the actual celebration itself, all the way until the end. You'll be able to get tickets and summon on this. Pretty dope. Then we had login bonus character. I think actually that was already shown in the graphic itself. But this is a very generic thing. Oh, you know what? Am I grasping at straws here? But the fact that they're not showing... Well, no. This one, it's an anniversary incoming. I guess they've kind of already leaned into the fact that it's the anniversary. This one, we don't know anything yet. I don't know. Does the fact that they're not showing a new character here imply that there could be some manga stuff coming up, or just something brand new we've never seen before? I don't know. But anyway, they do show the login character. It is the Goku. Do we actually find out the details? We do not learn the details of the Goku. Okay. And then the summon theme, the Dokkan Festival, miraculous power born from the strongest duo, family and rivals. I don't know if they'll do all this again, but maybe they do. Again, that's something that's to be determined. Will they continue the same sort of blueprint that they started with the 10th anniversary? Because it was a very strong blueprint. So maybe they do, maybe they don't. Also, will it apply to a Dokkan Festival Carnival for part 1 in this anniversary, or will it be double Dokkan Festival, double Carnival? We've had in the past where they introduce the concept and then the following major celebration they don't do it. Case in point, 2022 Dokkan Festival Carnival Hybrid happened for the Cooler celebration for the worldwide. It was STR Cooler, and it was Tech Super Saiyan Goku. Then part 2 was AGL Super Saiyan Goku Vegeta and Physical Metal Cooler. That was Dokkan Festival Carnival. Literally the next major celebration, the next worldwide celebration was the Future Saga. They did Dual Dokkan Festival, Vegito Blue, or the Goku, We Saiyans of No Limits, and they did Dokkan Festival, Tech Fusion Zamasu. So will they do this again? We'll see. We will see. They introduced the new format, 2 carnivals for each part. That was really cool for me as a whale. I think less lower level players in terms of their spending will probably not be looking forward to this, but I've seen some people lately say they like this. I feel like at the time people were kind of upset about it because that just means you have to pull for more. Granted, the odds might be better to get one of them, but also it means if you're trying to get the other, it's going to be harder, I guess. So yeah, that was the new structure that they introduced. We've never had it again since. And then halfway through the video, that is where they introduced the characters. So they started with Dragon Ball. Oh, no, they just showed everything. And they opened with GT as the first unit. And then this is where I lost my mind. Because the second thing... I gotta play this.
Huh? Tournament of Power? Don't even trip. UI Goku Royal Blue.
Okay, well, yeah. Told you I was high, right? So that was pretty dope for me. I saw a lot of people were just like, oh, Toon W, I hate those. And then after that, that's crazy. The last one they introduced was the best unit of the entire year. Isn't that crazy? The best unit all year was the final announcement in part 1. Imagine that. And there was your big 3. They call them the big 3. They're gonna do this again. Maybe not 3 characters, but they're gonna do that again. And then they showed us this really cool thing, and that's where the whole blueprint started. New characters, Goku plus Super Saiyan Vegeta. So they introduced that. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then Royal Blue, not with UI in the name. They go into a little bit more detail about the transformation, I think, like the reversible exchange, Patara Fusion, that's where the Vegito shows up. And that is, I think, it. What do they say after that?
Today, as we mentioned, Dokkan Battle is about to celebrate its 10th anniversary.
これまで遊んでくださっていた皆様は本当にこの時を楽しみにしてくださっていたかと思いますし、私含め運営一同皆様の熱量や期待は十分に伝わってきておりました。
I'm sure all players have been looking forward to this moment. Know that we, the operation team, have felt your enthusiasm and expectations.
その期待に応えるために
All right, so
to meet those expectations, we've been thinking a lot about how to make this 10th anniversary campaign the biggest campaign ever, and what features we should add in order to have our players.
Bro, get this man a shield.
これまで遊んでいただいていた
All right,
方
Toon,
も
shut up.
これから
Whatever. And the rest of it is just like a heartfelt message to the fans. Anyway, they pretty much wrap up with that. Yeah, the rest of this was just me yapping. Okay, so there you go. Not much actual substance is shown, so they kind of just drag it out a little bit. I remember some of the chat was like, dude, just get to the point. So let's go back here and let's cement my final predictions. My honest prediction: celebration of the sagas. I don't care about this leak thing. Also, spoiler warning, don't look in the comments because people might talk about the supposed leaks. I personally choose not to buy into it. Don't care. Even if you do buy into it, I feel like nobody's going to truly believe it until the confirmation with the reveal. So at that point, you know, you might as well just have your own theories, your own predictions. My prediction, honestly, is going to be celebration of the sagas. I think we are going to be celebrating certain moments in Dragon Ball that haven't really been given much love and attention. Sort of kind of follows through on the 10th anniversary statement, which was, you know, what's yet to come, right? It sort of kind of comes back to that. They celebrated Dragon Ball, they celebrated Dokkan. Now let's fill in the gaps and let's cover some of the moments that haven't quite been given as much love. And that is the perfect gateway into the world of Super 17, Black Star Dragon Ball Saga, Daima. You know, you could argue even Namek Saga, Saiyan Saga, any saga that doesn't have enough representation, those will be the ones that get the love. But for me, I think it's going to be Daima, and I think it's going to be what did I say? Oh yeah, Battle of Gods. I'm gonna throw my shoe in the how does the phrase go? Whatever. I'm gonna just say it's gonna be Battle of Gods. I'm gonna say Daima, I'm gonna say Battle of Gods. Both happen after the end of Z, So it still works given our teasers that we were given so far. I'm actually gonna say Battle of Gods is gonna be, actually, wait a minute. What happens first? Is it Battle of Gods or is it Daima? No, Daima happens before Battle of Gods, doesn't it? Okay, so Daima is first. Daima is first. We are gonna be getting to tech. Yes. Oh my God. No, we already had tech. We're gonna, God, the Legends Brain Rot is kicking in. I want to call him Blue. You know what? No, we've already had an AGL Super Saiyan 4. All right. Physical. Super Saiyan 4. Adult. Daima Songoku. And we're gonna get tech. Super Saiyan 3. No. AGL Super Saiyan 3. Adult. Daima Vegeta. Okay. That is my final prediction. What will the banner unit be? The banner unit will be, they probably wouldn't do a reversible exchange for a banner unit. So that might be a little too much. So I'm going to say for the banner unit, it's going to be Majin Ku. Yes, Majin Ku banner unit. Okay. Majin Ku banner unit. Easy A's. Ugh. Easy A's. Okay, revised plan here. Any Dragon Ball Seeker, like prominent Dragon Ball Seeker, or Battle of Gods. Yeah. Maybe if the Easy A's are represented by some of those, then part 2 could transition to the next prominent arc that hasn't been given much love. Either they just continue on and they do Resurrection F, or they go well beyond that and they go into Super or GT and they give us one of those. So that is my final prediction. I'm gonna stick to it. Will I be wrong? Probably. It's Toon we're talking about. Of course, I'm always wrong. So if you guys want to make fun of me, come back to this and make fun of this, because this is what I truly believe. And you know what? I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. I mean, hey, every time I talk to Amatsu, you know, he tells me what's going on. So in a couple of days, he'll probably call me and we'll have a conversation, and then he'll tell me what the deal is, and I'll let you know. Nah, you know what? I won't let you know. I'm gonna leave y'all in suspense. All right, I'll know, but y'all will have to find out. All right, I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be awesome. So again, link is in the description. Make sure you guys are there. I will be live streaming the thing, so we can all watch and react to this together. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on what potentially could be coming up for the 11th anniversary in terms of theme, in terms of characters, in terms of Easy A's. Give me your honest, realistic predictions. Like, mine may seem ridiculous, but there's a reasoning behind my thought process. Give me some honest reasoning behind your thought process. What do you think could it honestly be? Why? Why do you think my ideas suck? Let me know, talk to me in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content in the future and click the notification bell so that you'll let YouTube know you want to see more myself do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned, and I remember to Dokkan responsibly. Daima.